we are preparing tamales for the monkeys. The monkeys every day they have a specific diet.
Tell us about your organization.
Proyecto Asis started as a wildlife representative. I think one of the things that we want to highlight here is precisely environmental education. Talking to people why it's not good to have animals in captivity. People want to have an exotic pet, an adorable pet like a baby monkey. And then years later they find out that it's an animal that behaves very different than a dog or a cat, and they don't want them anymore. So the only big inconvenience is going to be how this animal is going to be reintroduced again into the wild after years living with people. We insist a lot about keeping the wildlife in the wild. The wildlife trafficking is growing every year. It's generating a lot of billions of dollars. So for example, we have killed almost 50% of wildlife in the world.
Are any of them ever released back into the wild?
There's two aspects that we have to consider. Some animals that come here that they used to be pets for years. Sometimes the process it's almost impossible because they get used to people, so they associate people means food. And we have seen other examples in the past. We have released an animal after living maybe 5 years with a person. And then this animal is looking for people again. So some people can call here and say, okay, I found an animal coming to my house looking for food, and some other people is scared of them and can try to injure them. Or the most common animals that also we get here are those that were hit by a car and they need medical care for a couple of days. But we know that these animals are very wild. What they need is just a place to recover. So these ones are the ones that if they are in a good condition, we will release them again into the wild.
What do you see as the biggest challenge facing life on land today?
The education, the lack of environmental education is a big challenge. Because the reason why all this is happening is because people don't know about how they are affecting the animals, how they are affecting their ecosystems.
What is it that we can do as families, as concerned people, to help the situation? What are some challenges you can give us?
I think the most important is to understand wild animals belong to the wild. So if you want to have a pet at home, go to a shelter, adopt a dog or adopt a cat. Or if you want to have the experience to see what life up to your area and try to see if they offer you the opportunity to become a volunteer, to go there to help, to learn about these animals. Try to understand that if we see wildlife doing something that is abnormal, for example, if we are providing food for them, we are not giving them the opportunity to eat what they have to eat in the wild, to keep the ecosystem in balance. So when we see situations like this, tell to our children, this is not okay. We are not going to feed these koalas by the road because they don't eat our food. They eat their own food in the wild. If someone else is doing that, try to tell to that person, hey, this is not okay. Briefly, why not? It's illegal, but also you are giving them fruits, yes, but they don't eat this. They eat other things in the wild. So maybe this is the way how we can help. Learning why these animals are so important for the ecosystem, telling to our families that it's not good to having them as pets. And when we see wrong situations, when we are visiting some areas, try to tell to these people, we are not agree because this and this and this. Probably the other person don't care. But if we don't say nothing, probably we are not helping.
You have
also
to step out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Exactly.
But it's worth it. Those are 3 really great challenges.
Carry the animals in your heart, but leave them in the wild. We agree with that. We can plant a seed in these people that can come here to visit us and learn about the wildlife that we have rescued here. Maybe we can do something better.